Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Summer of Family. Every movie you're going to see out in theaters is going to be about family. They started with F9. We got it with Black Widow. I'm sure Space Jam is going to be about family.
Oh boy.
Oh, for sure. Escape Room, Tournament of Champions, Family.
Honestly, the Purge, the final Purge, I already forgot what it's called. They had a lot of family references in that too.
So yeah, it's the Summer of Family. I know you're stuck with them all pandemic. But guess what? You're going to be stuck a little bit longer.
Family's more powerful than a bunch of spies.
This is true. I mean, that's the message of the movie. We watched Black Widow, the first Marvel movie in
Since Far From Home.
2 years.
That's right. Yeah, it's first to Phase 4, right?
Yeah, a lot of TV shows, a lot of characters, a lot of development, and a lot of like, here's what's happening next in Phase 4. And in Black Widow, we take a step back and we say, maybe this movie should have been released before Infinity War, but we're releasing it now because that's how our production schedule went, and we decided this. Anyways, we got it.
Anyways,
Scarlett Johansson's back as Black Widow. You got Florence Pugh. You got Rachel Weisz. You got David Harbour. You got Ray Winstone. You got William Hurt coming back. You got no crazy cameos like in the shows, but that's okay because this is a story about family and about Natasha confronting her past and like head on dealing with the things she did as a Black Widow, as a spy. Really felt at times deflating because it's a movie that I think should have come out before Infinity War to give her that more like a better punch for whatever happens to her. I mean, why am I trying to skirt around not spoiling Endgame? But the punch when she dies in the movie in Endgame is like I can feel it after watching this movie. I was like, oh yeah, if this movie came out before, it would have been so much more impactful.
I haven't seen all of the Marvel movies, but I've definitely seen all of the Avengers. I've seen, I think, everything that Black Widow is in. And I don't know, like Michael, what you said, it should have come out before. And then I don't know if it pushes anything toward the next, like usually, like the past movies, it pushes to the next one, or this one is, it takes place in the past, and then it ends. I mean, it kind of pushes at the end, at the very, very, very end, but like it's just kind of like a standalone movie.
It wasn't even written or made when Infinity War was.
I know, but that's like,
yeah,
it's hard
to wrap your mind around. You can't super fault the movie. I mean, you can fault the people at Marvel for 11 years late. Well, I mean, we'll give them 10 years because it's supposed to come out last year.
Yeah.
10 years later being like, yeah, we should give her a movie, like, yeah, fault on them. But, yeah, like Zach said, it was nice to have like another breather. It's nice to have a breather where I'm not like, okay, who's been snapped? How long has this been? What's happening? What's gonna happen? Where's Captain America? Like we know where everything is in its place, and it's nice. And it's nice, like to tell this story. And because honestly, I think my biggest concern was that we were gonna get into this movie and it was gonna be like a mission that's like really bring something together and force it. But you know what? It wasn't. It was nice, like the kind of redemption and her dealing with something that she did back in the day, kind of throwing back to like she's got a lot of red in her ledger she wants to erase. And you're like, okay, there's still things that she wants to do. And it's nice. I was just really surprised. I mean, I knew I was gonna like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did.
I just want to talk about Florence Pugh. She is, I know this is the vehicle to get her into like the Hawkeye series and to like get her on into the Avengers and stuff. But man, she's such a great actress. I just love everything I've seen her in. She can do no wrong. David Harbour also.
Like all this craziness is happening, but it still takes a moment for Black Widow to be like, what are you doing? Like, hey, focus. Like what's going on? And it was just fun. Like it was nice. It felt like comedy that wasn't like forced to be funny sometimes. Like I think sometimes the MCU does that. And like here it's like it really is things that we all relate, like that whole family element. Like, yeah, we weren't raised by like Russian spies, but hey, we've all been mad at our sister or our brother or embarrassed by her dad, you know, like
Yeah.
relatable.
There's a lot of little like meta jokes in it too that landed for me at least. Mostly from Florence Pugh. This was her
Yeah.
movie.
A lot of Yelena setting, you know, kind of like planting those seeds. But really, in the end, like Scarlett Johansson, I mean, she's being the same character she's been for 11 years, but like at the end, when she's like kind of in it and it becomes like it's her that like that figures everything out and takes care of business. And it was awesome. It was cool to see like her finally. I mean, you knew that she was awesome as Black Widow,
Yeah.
but you're like, man, it's cool to see like she's the one who kind of gets the last words.
It's a good ending to her story because we know how it ends. But this get to step back a little bit and see Black Widow one last time in all her glory and reunite with her family. It's going to make the rewatch when I finally rewatch all of them in sequential order rather than in whatever.
Yes.
It's going to make that moment in Endgame stronger. And then Hawkeye, whenever it happens, is going to be improved by this.
And I know they're not even a real family, you know? I found myself in the beginning of the movie
But it's
being
real
like,
to them.
my gosh, I'm already emotional. We're only like 5 minutes into this thing. What's happening?
Everything that wasn't action, I loved. Like, most of the Marvel movies, that's what I like. Like, I don't really care about the CGI stuff, but it's like the stories in between. And this one's, I don't know about you guys, but I got a serious, like, it's all about Me Too, the Me Too movement. And then Ray Winstone's character kind of reminds me of Harvey Weinstein a little bit.
I just want to mention Taskmaster, who
Yeah.
has an interesting spin because in the comics is kind of different.
Yeah.
But still has the same powers in the movie. And I thought it was really well done. I know there's probably more that Taskmaster is going to do in the future.
Taskmaster. Taskmaster. Oh my God.
It's hard to say.
It's
Taskmaster.
hard.
Taskmaster. Oh my God. Taskmaster.
They.
Move on.
Okay.
Listen,
all right, let's get to the
what
rating.
else? Yeah. Okay.
Taskmaster. 8 out of 10. Family.
Yeah, I agree with Zach. I mean, this is the first time I think we've ever agreed on a rating. I'm sure it's not, but 8 out of 10 family for me. I mean, love it. I mean, I can't. I'm glad it's on Disney Plus, so I can just watch it again. You know.
I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's not
Oh.
the best Marvel movie, but it's still a Marvel movie. Scarlett Johansson's great. Florence Pugh's great. David Harbour's great. I always want more of Rachel Weisz, no matter what movie she's in, because she's one of my favorite actresses of all time. But I'll take what I can get.
I'd also say this would make an incredible video game. I just kept thinking about the whole thing. I was like, man, this is like some Metal Gear Solid weird, just
kind of GoldenEye at the end.
Sorry.
I had a thing and I lost it.
Rachel Weisz.
Nope, forgot it.
What a shame.
Sorry.
It was something good to end the video on, but.
Un esercito di prodi